Have you ever felt that your mind just doesn't stop thinking? That no matter what you do, thoughts keep coming and going about your past, your future, your worries? If yes, then this story is for you. Because by the end of it, you'll discover a simple truth that can completely change the way you see peace. So sit back, relax, and listen carefully. This story might stay with you forever.
Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by tall, green mountains, there lived a 24-year-old young man named Marco. Marco was bright, kind-hearted, but deeply restless. His mind never stopped. Every day, thousands of thoughts came and went like clouds in a stormy sky. He often thought about the mistakes he made in the past and worried about what might happen in the future. Even when he tried to rest, his thoughts wouldn't let him sleep. He smiled less, laughed rarely, and slowly forgot what peace even felt like. Scene 2: The Search for Peace. One day, Marco heard about a small village far away in the hills. People said that an old wise man lived there, someone who had once been a famous psychologist in the city. He had helped many people find peace of mind, but had now left the city behind to live close to nature in silence. Marco felt a spark of hope. Maybe this man could help him, so he packed his things and began a long, tiring journey through forests and mountains, searching for the place where the wise man lived. Scene 3: The Meeting. After many days, Marco finally reached the village. He saw a small house covered in green vines. On the porch sat the old man, quietly meditating, his eyes closed, his face calm and glowing in the soft sunlight. Marco approached slowly and said, "Grandfather, my mind is restless. I can't stop thinking. I feel tired and lost. Please, teach me how to find peace." The old man opened his eyes and smiled, a smile so gentle it instantly calmed Marco's heart. He said, "So you are looking for peace? Then come with me. I will give you a small task." Scene 4: The Glass of Water. The old man took Marco to a small yard behind his house. He picked up a glass and filled it completely with water, so full that even a small shake would make it spill. Then he handed it to Marco and said, "Walk from here to the edge of the village and then come back to me. But remember, you must not spill even a single drop of water." Marco was confused but curious. He accepted the challenge. Scene 5: The Lesson Begins. Holding the glass carefully, Marco started walking. The road was narrow and crowded. People passed by. Shopkeepers shouted. Dogs barked. Children played on the roadside. But Marco didn't look around. His eyes stayed fixed on the glass of water. He took each step carefully, slowly, patiently, making sure not a single drop fell. Minutes turned into hours, but he stayed focused until he finally returned to the old man's porch. He smiled proudly and said, "Grandfather, I did it. I didn't spill even one drop." The old man nodded slowly, then he asked, "That's good. But tell me, Marco, did you see the children playing beside the road?" Marco shook his head. "No." "Did you hear the dogs barking?" Again Marco said, "No, I didn't hear anything. I was only focused on the water." The old man's eyes softened. He smiled and said, "My child, that is the secret." Scene 6: The Realization. He continued, "When your mind is focused on this moment, just like you focused on that glass, there is no space left for fear or confusion. No thoughts of the past, no worries about the future. Only peace. When your mind stays in the present, it becomes silent. And in that silence, peace appears naturally." Marco listened carefully. For the first time in years, his heart felt light, his mind quiet. He realized, peace was never something outside. It wasn't hidden in the mountains, or in the words of the wise man. It was inside him all along. He just needed to be here, in this moment. Scene 7: The Return. As the sun began to set behind the hills, Marco bowed deeply and said, "Grandfather, now I understand it. If I want peace, I must keep my mind in the present moment. That's where peace lives." The old man smiled and said softly, "Remember, my son, the present moment is all we truly have. Guard it well and your mind will never trouble you again." Marco walked back home as the evening sky turned orange and gold. Birds flew toward their nests and the air was filled with the sounds of nature. But this time Marco wasn't lost in thought that he wasn't tired or anxious. He walked slowly, feeling each breath, each step. For the first time he was truly peaceful. Outro. Calm music returns. Peace doesn't come from changing your life. It comes from changing your focus. Don't live in yesterday. Don't rush toward tomorrow. Just be here, now. That's where real peace lives. If you like this story, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring tales like this one. Thank you for watching. And remember, stay calm, stay kind, and stay present.